Yo, what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy Lamborghini Preem. Back once again, talking this boxing shit. And today's video, it ain't gonna be the typical prediction or breakdown video that I usually do. Nah. This one is a video made out of pure disappointment, but also made out of love, man. But shit, man, I can't keep quiet on this shit no more. Alright, first off, let's just get right to it. Fuck the bullshit. Shout out my man Barbershop Conversations. I was just on his YouTube channel and I seen a video of my man Adrien Broner with my man Sway Lee, the little nigga from what is that shit? Race Srimond. Shit, I don't know how to pronounce that shit, but I'm pretty sure it's Race Srimond. The group. I like them little boys. They do their thing. They little harmonies and shit. I like that shit. Especially the little joint homeboy he got with French Montana. And I know that the Race Srimond is a group, but Sway Lee specifically had the joint with French Montana. It was hard, that unforgettable. But this shit right here, dog. First of all, we see in the video, I'm gonna have to include a link to this shit to my man Barbershop Conversations channel so you can check it out for yourself. But the first thing you see in the video is my man Sway Lee got a little pint of Henny, and my nigga AB standing right next to him. They locked up. They having a club moment, you know what I mean? The type of shit you do when you're in the club wilding. You know what I mean? They on either his or the other nigga's story or IG live or Facebook live or somewhere fucking live or something like that. And they both got basically fully drank, mostly drank bottles, and they polishing off them last little 2-3 shots that's left in the bottom, floating around, swirling around that motherfucker. And all I gotta say is, man, that shit right there just took away any optimism I had as far as AB getting on the right track and doing what he needed or supposed to do as far as, you know, the future go in this boxing game. I'm gonna just keep it flat out real. The fight with him and Mikey Garcia was extremely disappointing, man. That shit was borderline heartbreaking, man. There's no way I'm supposed to be watching my man Adrien Broner get beat by a smaller dude with just a jab. That shit pissed me off, man. I'm not even gonna fucking lie, man. I ain't even tripping about the money I lost on the shit. I mean, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, as far as that go. You know what I mean? When you lay the money down for a bet, you expect that this money, you know, this could be bread you're not gonna see again. So I ain't tripping on that. But the way you lost, god damn, that pissed me off, man. I'm like, this nigga Broner can't get past this nigga jab, man. It's like all night, man. All I seen, Mikey stiffing that jab, and then when I was stiff with that jab, I should say. Then when I'm just randomly watching ES News or some shit, and I'm listening to somebody that was close to Mikey Garcia explain how the man went into that fight with an injury. He wasn't specific as to what the injury was, but I could guess. You know, you could take a guess. It looked like it was an injury somewhere around his body area, because he seemed to have his trunks up a little high for that fight, and he seemed particularly susceptible to body work. So, you know, all AB would have had to do was get inside on this boy, and he would have been able to really do some damage. But when he got inside, he couldn't let his hands go because Mikey was timing him with that jab and throwing off his whole fucking offense, putting him right back on the defense, round after round after round after round. This shit was embarrassing, man, and I'm fucking disgusted, man. This shit, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I'm tight, man, because I'm a fan of AB. I only want the best for my man. I only want to see him winning. I only want to see him on top. I don't want to see him doing no fuck shit, man. And then I see, you know, video footage of him training and shit. Video footage of him saying he back in the gym, look like he in the sauna. Then today, I see this shit with you finishing off, polishing off Henny bottles in the motherfucking club, cuz. Get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, AB. You better not fight Khan. Because if you fight Khan next, he gonna beat the shit out of you, man. You ain't gonna have no win. Your punch resistance ain't gonna be shit. The shit that alcohol does to you, man, it is completely counterproductive for any type of athlete that's anywhere near the highest level to be going off that shit, man. That shit right there, man, that's not... Some niggas could do it and get away with it for a little while. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to catch up to you sooner than later. And what it really do is... Well, really what it does is, when you're younger, you can get away with doing a little fuck shit, you know what I mean? Sipping a little yak here and there, you know what I mean? Blowing a L or two here and there. You can get away with that shit because you got the gift of youth. And you're not going to be as affected by that shit. It's just much easier to bounce back as a young man than it is when you get older. But what it does is the way I like to look at it is, it shaves years off the back end of your career. So whereas a guy like Broner got a style to where he should be able to fight until about 35, 36 years old. Broner already look old in the ring now. This motherfucker not even 30. You know what I'm saying? That fight against Mikey Garcia was the slowest I ever seen him move. He went from bouncing around on his toes in the first 3 rounds to every round after that being flat-footed and getting hit with a jab over and over and over and over again. Basically following Mikey, getting hit with a jab, getting caught with hooks, and getting caught with all these follow-up punches like a fucking amateur. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucking disgusting me, man. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. You know? And it's sad, man. It's sad, man. It's sad because I know Broner capable of so much more, but niggas is tired of talking about his potential, man. When are you gonna put the fucking work in, man? We've been waiting on you to put the work in, nigga. This is a fan of yours. I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no regular nigga. I'm not no hater out here talking shit about you just because, you know what I mean, I'm on shit and I just want to see you down, nigga. Like, I personally have been supporting you, AB, since I first saw you on HBO back in the day. I'm not even sure what fight it was. The fight you had on the Lakers colors, and you smoked my man. And that shit, I was like, yo, this nigga cold, man. I gotta follow this guy. You know what I mean? Ever since then, I've been fucking with Broner. You know what I'm saying? Even through the fuck shit. You know, even through the nonsense. You know what I mean? When he lost to Maidana, I was like, going into that fight, I figured it was a good chance he would lose because I just didn't see the focus. And when you're fighting a guy like Maidana, the one thing Floyd Mayweather's career has taught us all is that even with all the fuckery going on surrounding your life, like all that shit going on in the background, you still have to be focused enough to handle your training properly and to be prepared for your motherfucking opponent properly. Not fucking blowing up, getting fat, getting out of shape, sitting around bullshitting for 6-7 months, then coming back, trying to shave down the weight and be at optimal, pristine condition. Like that, you're not gonna be able to do that, man. It's no way. And at this point, I'm already starting to see wear and tear on AB, man. Just from looking at the training videos and shit. The one where he was hitting the pads, nigga was missing his shit. Shit was kind of slow. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, look at them videos of Broner hitting the pads back in 2013, 2014. Go look at that shit. And then go look at this one. It's a fire cry. You know what I'm saying? A fire cry from one spot to the next, man. And that shit is sad, man. Because to keep it a buck, man. My nigga, and this is for Broner. I know you probably ain't gonna hear this, but if you do, I want to be direct when I say this, nigga. You ain't got shit else to do, dog. Literally. This is what the fuck you do. You know what I mean? It's no reason why you shouldn't be training right now. It's no reason why you should be fighting once or twice a year, dog. You supposed to be in your fucking prime. You a 28-year-old man, dog. I expect to see you 2-3 times a year in the ring. 2 little bullshit fights, fine, whatever. And then give me one main event at least every year, man. Nobody wants to see this. You hear once, you're not Floyd. You can't do that shit, dog. You're not disciplined enough to be able to handle a schedule like that. You need to be in the ring constantly. You need to be staying sharp. I'm tired of hearing niggas talking about, okay, I'm a do the rematch with Sean Porter. I'm going to do the rematch with Mikey Garcia. None of us want to see that shit right now, dog, because we know if you go into that fucking rematch, you're going to get fucking either beat up or stopped in the case of Sean Porter. Sean Porter has a very, very realistic chance of stopping you. If y'all was to fight tomorrow, I'm picking Sean Porter to stop you. If you was to fight Mikey Garcia tomorrow, I'm picking Mikey Garcia to outpoint you even worse and even more of a landslide victory this time. You know what I mean? This shit don't make no sense. The way you acting out here got motherfuckers. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the betting line specifically, but I bet the house if you were to fight, if it was announced tomorrow that you fighting Omar Figueroa, then the fucking betting lines would be 50-50. Guaranteed. Omar Figueroa, motherfucker, you supposed to smoke. No disrespect to Omar Figueroa. He's a G. You understand me? The man, he put his work in, you know what I'm saying? He done earned his spot. I respect his gangster, you know? He's undefeated currently, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure he's undefeated, man. He done had some really good fights. He has some shits that he looked bad in. But right now, if he was to fight you, man, it's a 50-50 fight, man. It's a fucking coin toss. I don't know if you win the fight, man. And shit, man, I'm tired of that shit, man. I'm tired of it, dog. I'm tired of seeing you in the club, man. That's not a good look for you. You understand me? And again, I'm a nigga who be in the clubs. I'm a nigga who be on the... I do that shit. I don't usually do my shit for social media like that because I don't like people being all in my super in my personal life like that because it's not really necessary as far as like how I do in the club and how I be, you know what I mean? I don't really like all that. You know what I mean? I might go live here and there, you know what I'm saying, in a controlled situation, but when I'm actually in the club styling, doing what the fuck I do, you know what I'm saying, I'm enjoying myself. I'm not out here, you know what I mean? That shit ain't for public consumption, but that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, dog, you at the club, but you not a rapper, nigga. I'm a rapper. That's what I do. I'm supposed to be in the club. Niggas expect to see me have the motherfucking bottles coming to my motherfucking section. They expect to see all the bitches and all the shit that I be having going on. That shit don't look right with you, dog. You know what I'm saying? You got 3 losses on your fucking resume. 2 of them should never have been there in the first place, man. There's no way you should have lost to Sean Porter. Shout out to Sean Porter, though. I respect Sean Porter. I think he's one of the top 3 welterweights out there right now. You know what I'm saying? To me, he got the same kind of aura that Errol Spence got. Nobody really wants to fight him with the exception of Errol Spence, but that's neither here nor there. But I believe AB, if he was in shape and actually prepared for that fight, he could have at the very least made it a lot closer than what it was. The shit was a fucking wipeout except in the 12th round. Same thing with the Mikey Garcia fight, except it wasn't no 12th round. You just got your ass whooped from the root to the fruit, nigga. Round run all the way to round 12, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. It's hard to keep supporting a nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to stay behind you, G. You know what I mean? All the real niggas, man. We all behind you. We all want to support you. We all want to get behind you. But we already know you on some fuck shit and you not playing the game like you supposed to be playing it. In fact, I shouldn't even use that analogy because this shit ain't no game, man. This is real life. You can get in that ring, man, come out totally different you can go into that ring and come out, you might not never be the same. I just had to put it like that, man. You could lose a piece of yourself in that ring, man. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see you, you know what I mean, doing this fuck shit that you doing. I mean, real niggas, we know what's up, man. We know you depressed. We know that's what it is, man. That's all this shit is, man. You know what I mean? It's a motherfucking front because you're depressed. And you're depressed because of your own fuckery, man. If you'd have put this fucking work in like you're supposed to put this fucking work in, you wouldn't be depressed out here because you would know win or lose. If you went out there and lost, like my football playing homeboys, a couple of my niggas in the NFL, they're gonna remain nameless. But anyway, a couple of my niggas in the NFL always say, man, because I would ask them sometimes like, yo, how that shit feel watching niggas that you know in the motherfucking Super Bowl and you're not? And they'd be like, listen, man. Or at least this one in particular, he was like, yo, I can live with knowing that I did my best and we just didn't make it. I can live with that. What I can't live with is going out there bullshitting, knowing that I didn't give my best and then we didn't make it. I wouldn't be able to live with myself then. And I thought that was the G'est shit ever, and that's real, man. That's real. If you go out there and lay it out on the motherfucking line, you know you went balls to the wall. You know you ain't cut no corners when you did your motherfucking preparation. You know you put your shit on there and you still lose. You can lose. You can hold your head high in defeat because you didn't really lose. You know what I'm saying? You may have lost the match, but you didn't lose because you put your shit on the line. You know what I'm saying? You gained from that. You know what I'm saying? You learn something about yourself after that. You know? This shit that we seeing out here, man, we not cool with it. This shit not cute, nigga. It's not fucking cute. You know what I mean? And far be it for me to tell another man how to live his life, man. I'm not telling you how to live your life. You want to throw your fucking potential away and you want to act like a motherfucking gangster nigga, or not even a gangster nigga, because gangster niggas don't do the shit you doing. The way you acting right now is like a motherfucking follower, man. Like you want to be an entertainer. I get that, man. You got your whole life after your boxing career to go jump out the window, hit the booth, and put out your records all day, nigga. We'll support that, but what we not gonna do here. What we not gonna do is support that bullshit, and you out here like niggas still betting money on you to win and shit. We still gassed up thinking you doing what you supposed to be doing in the motherfucking gym, and you out here getting boozed up in the motherfucking club and shit, doing God knows what else. You know what I'm saying? None of this shit is conducive to you actually succeeding. That's not the shit we want to see, man. That's not the shit we want to see as your fans, man. We pleading with you, dog. Get in the fucking gym, man. What the fuck else do you have to do? You know? What else? You know what I mean? The weed gonna be there. The liquor gonna be there. The bitches gonna be there. The clubs gonna be there. The studio gonna be there. The rap niggas, we ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't going nowhere, man. What the fuck, man? And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, man. Just from one real nigga to the next, man. All the shit that you do in the club, all of the great wild nights and all that shit you doing in the club, nobody's gonna give a fuck the next time you take a L. The next time you take a L is gonna be that excuse, because you are, in a lot of people's eyes, you already there, man. In a lot of my niggas' eyes, man, they already like, man, that nigga, man, I ain't fucking with him no more. You know what I mean? I done learned my lesson backing up that motherfucker. You know what I mean? We know how he finna give it up. He finna pretend like he doing this thing. He probably gonna get on the right track for 8 weeks, just long enough to make weight, get to the motherfucking ring, be flat, totally flat in the motherfucking fight, and get his ass whooped again. Because you ain't doing nothing but getting older. So as you age, like I said, it's taking years off your prime. So you done lost about 3-4 years off your prime. At this point, you looking like you gonna have to retire at like 30, 32. No later than 33. You know what I'm saying? And how far away is that, man? It's really only 3-4 years, man. Really? Shit, man. Like, what the fuck, man? How many videos we gonna have to do? You know, saying that Adrien Broner is back, or Adrien Broner is doing this thing, or Adrien Broner is on his way back, or he rebuilding himself, putting himself back out there. You know what I'm saying? Going back to the top, you know what I mean? That climb all the way to the motherfucking top just get further and further the further you fucking fall down. And shit is just hard to watch, man. It's just disappointing as fuck, man. Just on some G shit, man. I'm like, goddamn, man. Goddamn, man. Real niggas only just want to see you do well, man. Real talk. We don't want to see none of the fuck shit, man. So like I said, man, stop fucking with that yak, man. Stay away from them clubs, man. And if you're going to be in the club, man, go do your thing while you got a drink. You know what I mean? I understand that's what everybody else is doing, but you an athlete, dog. You an athlete. You can't be... You're fucking up your big money by doing stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? A $600 bottle in the club, right? It seemed like it's only costing you $500-$600, right? No, motherfucker, it's costing you years off your prime. So every motherfucking swig of that yak, you know what I mean? That's another month. You know what I mean? Or that's gonna make the next training session that much more grueling, if you even get through it. You know what I'm saying? When they bring in real niggas for you to spar, it's gonna be that much harder to get through them last 5-10 rounds. You know what I mean? When they start putting it on your ass, because they got win and you don't. Because you out in the motherfucking club sipping yak and Alizé and shit. These motherfuckers drinking bottles of water at the crib, fucking strategizing, planning on ways to look good, inspiring against you so they can make their name off of you. Niggas waiting in the wings. Nobody's afraid to fight you right now, dog. Nobody. Everybody wants that money. They know it's money. You know what I mean? It's gotta be at least 4-5 little motherfuckers out here just waiting for the opportunity to be the upset that puts you out totally for good. And nobody wants to see that, dog. Get your ass in the motherfucking gym, nigga. Real talk, man. The niggas who support you, man, we don't want to see nothing else. I said this before, I'm going to say it again just to remind y'all. I don't want to see Adrien Broner in a club. I don't want to see his face on no flyers. I don't want to see his face in no music videos. I don't want to see him doing shit but training, working, putting it in, getting as much as he possibly can out of these last few years left on his career. Because once it's over, it's over. Once it's gone, it's gone. And nobody's going to give a fuck. Nobody. You know what I mean? Look at Manny Pacquiao. When Manny Pacquiao was knocking niggas out left and right, that motherfucker, he can't sing for shit, but his album did like 2-3 million. He went like double, triple platinum and shit. That motherfucker got put to sleep by Marquez. Actually, once he lost to Bradley, his stock started to drop. Then when he got put to sleep by Marquez, all that shit was over with. Nike stopped fucking with him. They looked at the homophobic remarks. I'm sure that's not the first time he said some fuck shit like that, but all of a sudden this time it's worthy of, you know, removing endorsements and shit like that. That fall from grace was, whoo, it was ugly, man. It was ugly. And that's the same kind of shit it just feel like it's happening. You know what I mean? I don't like this shit at all, man. I don't like this shit at all. And I'm just saying, man, I'm going to always be a Broner fan. I'm always going to support him. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand, you know, where he done came from. All of the things that, you know, he represents. I know all the little niggas that look up to him. But God damn it, man. This the last ride, man. I'm hanging on by a thin string, man. I can't stay on this bandwagon too long, G. I can't. I only fuck with real shit, authentic shit. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers who put it in, motherfuckers who really bout that shit, bout that action. You know what I mean? You ain't really about that action, dog. You about that talking. You talk a good game and shit. You follow through for a few days and then you slip back onto the bullshit. You like the nigga that goes to jail, say he gonna change his life, and as soon as he get out, you know what I'm saying? Well, the first few days when he get out, he's a Muslim. He's changed his whole life. He don't cuss no more, no nothing. After 3 days, this motherfucker's back smoking blunts, eating pork, and, you know, doing all the things that got him in the jail and into the locked up in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It's just whole shit, man. And I don't like it. And I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like it's anything other than what it is, man. So, shit, man, I ain't gonna keep rambling on right now. As y'all can see, I'm just a little perturbed by this. Because, like I said, I'm a big fan of Broner. So when I see fuck shit like this, man, it's disappointing as fuck, man. Real talk, man. It's very disappointing, man. I don't like to see it. And then another thing, I mean, how you hang with a nigga like Floyd and don't adopt none of his work ethic? How you grow up around a nigga like Sean Porter and none of that shit rub off on you? Look at Sean Porter. He done took L's too. Look where he at though. Number 1 contender for the WBC. And Thurman really don't even want to fight that nigga. He'd make it seem like he want to fight him, but that's only because he don't want to fight Spence more than he don't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't miss a beat. He got beat by Kell Brook. He took it like a man, learned from it, came back, bounced back, did his thing, man. Next time he lost was to a nigga that was equally yoked. But again, that was a fight I thought he won. But even still, he could hold his head high up in defeat because he put it all on the line. Shit, my bad. I don't know what the fuck that was. He put his shit on the line, man. So, like I said, man, shout out my man Sean Porter. Big shout out to Kenny Porter for just being a real one, man. That kind of example is rare out here, man. So I got a lot of respect for Kenny Porter. I just want to say that again, man. And I still got mad love for AB, man. I'm gonna always be a fan, but what I'm not gonna do is front like you out here living right. I know better now. You know what I mean? So I'm seeing footage of you training, man. I don't believe none of that shit. None of that shit. Until you go in the ring and fuck somebody up and look like the AB I remember, I ain't buying none of it, man. I ain't buying none of it. And if it's a nigga that's got stamina out the ass, man, I'ma pick him to win the fight, man. Real talk, man, cause that's how I feel right now. You know what I mean? This shit is just wild. Oh my god, man, this shit was disgusting seeing that shit, man. What the fuck? I mean, goddamn, man, but shit. It is what it is. Don't forget, if you fuck with me, make sure you go check out my all new album, It's My Turn, the Throne Ascension LP. It dropped last year. It's a motherfucking classic. You know what I mean? It's my finest work to date. I got some new shit I'm cooking up. I got new videos cooking up. All that shit coming out on my other channel. You know what I mean? Just search the Supreme General in any search engine, really, the Google, Tidal, whatever. You know what I mean? Spotify. Shout out to Tidal, though. Big shout out to Tidal, like I've been said. Apple Music, Pandora, all those places, man. My music is everywhere. And, of course, my official site, hustlegameboss.com. Make sure you stop through there, man. You see something you like on that motherfucker, go on and cop it. Make sure you flick up, take yourself a picture in that month of whatever you done caught, you know what I mean, whatever you done got, whether you get you a t-shirt, hoodie, hat, you know what I mean, drawstring, knapsack, anything, whatever you end up getting, take a picture of that shit, tag me in it, I'll show you some love, man. I appreciate it. Real talk, man. And before I go, though, I just want to reiterate one time, man. I got love for my man AB. This is not nothing to trash him. I don't trash niggas. That's not what I do. I respect every fighter in the game. You know what I'm saying? But this shit right here, man, boxing is one of those sports where if you don't respect it, it won't respect you. And it doesn't end well for people who don't respect the game. Not the game of boxing. You know what I mean? So, with that, man, I'm going to just leave you with that, man. I really hope my man AB get his shit together. Yo, go holla at that nigga Barry Hunter. Go holla at somebody in the Mayweather gym. Somebody that's going to be on your ass, dog. Barry Hunter probably be the best thing for AB right now. Barry Hunter or Virgil Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Barry Hunter, because he don't take no shit, and he going to lay down that law. If Virgil Hunter, he don't take no shit either, man. But Virgil Hunter got a way of getting through to people who may not necessarily, you know, maybe it's his background with working with troubled kids. I really think that would be a good matchup, man. I really think that if it is possible, because I know he close with Mike Stafford, I think it would be a really good idea for all them dudes to put their heads together and really try to help this boy before he self-destruct. Real shit, man, because the shit he doing right now is gonna go left. You know what I mean? If you an entertainer, you could live like Broner, man. You could live like Broner all day. You could do that shit. That's one thing. Still not as healthy, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be living like that every day. But, you know, when you step out and do your thing and shine, you can do that shit. But if you're a world-class athlete, it's out of the question. Out of the fucking question, man. I'm out. 100.